EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the New England Patriots and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Here's the leading rusher amongst rookies last season, Najee Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. Steps away. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. It's a pretty nice throw right there from the rookie. And this, of course, is game number 2 of his NFL career. His guys did not get the win, Charles, in the opener. But what did you see from him last week?
Well, I think all things considered, he played pretty well, and I don't think I'd pin the loss on him. But there's no question, this is a learning process, and that was step 1, and he's hoping on the road to glory.
A gain of 3, second down. The Steelers had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road, but now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that because the bottom line is they didn't come.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Dietrich Wise running through and dropping him for the sack.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. A run with a second-year man. That's Ramondre Stevenson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Stevenson gets it again on 2nd down. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now Jones. Flushed out right. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
Jones throw into the hands of Henry here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Juju Smith-Schuster, his second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that makes the score 7-0. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Pickett now on 1st down. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. On the move past the 40. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Got to get to the 26 for a 1st. This is 3rd down.
Let's go, D. 55.
Here's Pickett. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 21. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake. Out to his left. He gets it complete to Harris. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
From the 16, Pickett. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Steelers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. No run back here for Jones. A touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out in the running game.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Jones being chased out left. That's caught at the 25. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. And that one results in 35 yards. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing Jones. And right side, Henry's got it. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over, but he ended up finding another receiver.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Stevenson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw on 3rd down. Jones escaping the pressure right. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
He'd been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more, and throwing away is preferable to making the big mistake.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Pickett. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Washington. He's got room past the 30. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing the colleges deliver to the NFL.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On second down, this is Harris. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. They'll run again with Harris. Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a third down.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. Marcus Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, Charles, we saw pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a handoff. Stevenson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Well, they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw. Jones. And that'll be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Stevenson. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll roll him out right.
He's going to look downfield for Henry.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the handoff, Stevenson.
And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Stevenson gets it again on 2nd down.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the 3rd quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just got to find a way to tackle someone.
Here's Stevenson.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Jones. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots are an extra point away from drawing level. Now Folk for the extra point. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd and 9, Pickett. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
And Deontay Johnson just continues to build and grow in his NFL career. Finished 2nd in the NFL in targets on his way to his first Pro Bowl last season. Pulls in the catch there to pick up the first down.
Now a first down carry for Harris.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory.
65 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From just shy of midfield, Pickett.
And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
And what many term as a down year for rookie quarterbacks, the Steelers took Pickett 20th overall because they knew him better than any other quarterback in the draft. They consider him the most pro-ready passer in the class. He's got plenty of gunslinger in him as well. You give him an inch of space to make a throw, he's going to try and make it into a mile.
Harris running straight ahead. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 25 on second down, Pickett. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Well, the touchdown a minute ago on offense got him back into it, and now the defense turns right around and forces the turnover.
And you and I both know if you're going to come from as far down as they have to, it's going to take both sides of the ball, maybe even the special teams to get involved. And so far, they've done exactly that. Offense scores, defense does its job. They're making their move.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
Well, now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise them with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a first down. Gotta love that efficiency.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Back now in Pittsburgh. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the fourth. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run once more with Stevenson. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Down to the 42, 2nd down. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett.
On the move to his left.
Crossing route catch made by Johnson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
On the give, this is Harris. He'll take it inside the 25.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 24, Pickett. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 13-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They're going to try the jet sweep. Robinson with it. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Steelers will add to their 4th quarter lead. So he's had a nose for the end zone here in the early part of the season. 2 touchdowns for him now in this one to go along with the one he had in the opener as well.
Yeah, he certainly finds where the goal line is and finds a way to get across it. But you know who else senses it? The guys that block for him. Because he has that instinct, I think they hope it blocks just a little bit longer.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
On 2nd down, it's Stevenson. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Back to throw. Jones setting up a screen for Stevenson. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Jones. And that's complete downfield to Parker. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And that's a much-needed 1st down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a fourth down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism. Great
touchdown! Kendrick Bourne, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Patriots have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth. So part one of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the fourth. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Pickett will look to throw it here. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 120 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Again, it's Stevenson. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead. So how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Stevenson. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Well, any thoughts about overtime? have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the fourth, but they got to feel good now. Folk connects on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Here's Pickett.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Jawan Bentley, the one to get in and finish off the play.
I love how they're tearing the pages out of the so-called book. I wish more teams would do this instead of laying back. Bring pressure in this situation. Go after them a little bit.
Pickett to throw. He's got Johnson, and they will get the conversion on third down, but the clock, a more pressing factor.
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Now Pickett. He's got Pickens complete.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Looking to throw here. Pickett.
He's going to let it fly. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. They'll try and run it in. And he is into the end zone. No flags. And there may be a play away from winning the football game. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Pittsburgh, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for New England, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
You spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Fish came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent, ain't sold a million records yet. Used to be on my checklist, big diamonds don't need a necklace. Good, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound you can't copy this. I never rap for confidence, I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Sit down with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Game time in it. Game time. I don't follow trends. Sit down with my chest. No, I will not bend. Game time. Run it up. 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 You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog so the day that you finally pop.